whatever it is.
Good morning, family. You are with the Simons family, and we're just having some coffee morning talk before our day starts. Happy Valentine's Day to all the lovers.
How you doing? Good morning. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. And we live with the kids because they off, so we entertaining them. So I did a boo boo. Everybody got their little Valentine's candy and balloons. So it was okay to have a little nibbles on their little candy on Valentine's Day. So I'm just happy to have a Valentine's Day with the family and have this morning together. So me and my wife decided to have a nice coffee that she always makes so good. Like a whole pie.
I think I OD'd with my cream though, because I really don't like my cream so white. I want my coffee so white, but I'm heavy-handed.
You know who that does? Some of her kids is heavy-handed. I'm like, what happened to the soap? What happened to this?
Yeah, my oldest is coming this weekend, so Alex is like, it's going to brace yourself. It's going to be a lot of spending.
Oh, Lord.
A lot of spending. My son is very heavy-handed on the soaps.
Paper towels.
All the, the household needs.
Lord. All I can see is my money dwindling, guys. You're like,
my God.
What happened? He was just here.
I know.
But anything, everybody have a great Valentine's Day. If you have your date, or if you don't have a date or a husband or wife, I hope you love yourself even more. And,
love yourself, love those kids, because it's their Valentine's Day too. It's their time to show love. If you don't have kids, you have parents, you have grandparents. This is general day to show love. When I was a kid, this always was my favorite holiday because, you go to school, you would exchange cards. They're not exchanging cards like they used to anymore. I asked my daughter yesterday, I said, did you get any cards? How many people exchange cards? She said she was the only person who exchanged cards in her whole classroom.
Which is bad, everybody. I remember we even had pen pals back in the days, you write somebody.
Yeah, my cousin was reminding me about pen pals.
That was some good dope era,
These nails look good, right?
Yeah, she's doing her nails.
Yeah, I'm not really. See, press-ons be looking better than the nail salon because of the design and stuff like that. But because I'm so heavy and rough like a little boy, I can't keep my nails. I remember one time I made breakfast, babe, and you said it was a nail in your breakfast.
Yeah, I almost had a nail to go in my belly, guys, and it was
Come
crazy.
on, that was terrible. So I don't usually wear press-on, but because we're going out today, I was like, I'll decide to put on the press-on, and then we go out Monday, I'll wear the same press-on, and then, during the week, I'm going to be playing with the kids, so I really don't need no long nails. I'll get my nails painted at the end of the week before I go back to school.
Yeah.
Not look at me before I go back to school like I'm a child. Before I go back to work and the kids go back to school.
Yeah, she looks fabulous today, guys.
You think so?
Together. After this is over, take a nice hot shower, get prepared for this date. It's a daytime date. We didn't do that in a while.
Yeah.
It's a nighttime date. And enjoy the moment. I hope everybody out there enjoying the moment. Or hopefully you might have a weekend off if you're listening to us. Or if you don't.
Yeah, you know what? My job has a 3-day week. And I forgot that Monday was a holiday. So a lot of you guys might have 3-day weekends. If you are, make sure you leave that in a comment. You know what I wanted to tell you guys?
Mm-hmm.
There was a killing in Midtown. Now, I don't have my phone to look at the details, but there was a panhandler that was at the door. Now, if you guys are from the city and 7-Eleven, there's always a panhandler that will open the door. Look, I'm losing my voice. Will open the door and, expect a little change. So the guy opened the door for somebody. He was expecting a little bit of change, and instead he got shot in his neck. But I heard they had a little scuffle. They had a little argument, a little fight first. So it wasn't just like, bang, he got shot in the neck and now he's dead. But that guy died. He was only 40 years old.
It's sad because it's reckless, and it's the same thing that happened on the subway the other day on 170th Street. And we just could say the condolences to the family because this is getting very reckless out here. And I hope we can stop this before things get out of hand in the city, because right now it's just not looking good at the beginning of the year with these 2 senseless killings.
I guess they don't care about Trump bringing in the marshals or, the people if we start getting out of control, that can happen.
I'm glad you mentioned him. He pardoned 5 people that I know personally, not personally, but watching them as a kid. And
who was those 5 people?
Those are 5 NFL players. He pardoned 5 NFL players that was charged with certain reckless crimes and such as drug possession, money laundering, and also other aspects of fraud.
Could you name any of them?
Joe Klecko, Jamal Lewis, Nate Newton. There's 5 of them. So far I got 3. And maybe some other guy named Terry Purpose. I'm not too sure on the last one. But 5 NFL players got caught in 2 days ago.
So you think that part is going to happen to Diggs? You said Diggs got to go to court.
Diggs. Who's Diggs?
Diggs?
Diggs? Yeah, Tay Diggs.
Stephon Diggs. That's what you give me talking about me. But I be messing up these people's names.
See, she's messing with me. The coffee didn't settle in yet, guys. Yeah, Stephon Diggs, the loser that lost, unfortunately. But he was a cool man because I met him before.
What did he do exactly to be going back and forth to court right now?
Claiming that he hit his chef.
No, that's terrible.
And,
How you put your hands on the person that's cooking your food? Come on.
Tarnish. Tarnish behind this because she's a chef and she's a private chef. So they like you in the kitchen for a restaurant.
What could she have done that made... Imagine, he like, my Alfredo sauce ain't good. And slap the piss out of her.
With these NFL players with CTE and a lot of players that get affected mentally from getting hit, tackled. You never know what.
And that's their excuse, right? So that they don't have to pay up. Be like, my brain ain't right, my head and this and that. I shouldn't have to go to jail for this. I'll just pay a fee. No, he needs to go to jail if he assaulted that damn chef.
You're only saying this because that's Cardi B ex.
You know why I'm saying that? Look when you get on the bus and it says, the first thing it says, if you assault an MTA worker, you can do up to 5 to 10
City
years.
Worker.
Huh?
City worker, right?
Yeah, well, she's a chef. She's in there cooking at his house.
Oh, yeah, it's wrong. I never said it was right.
That's what I'm saying. He should have a jail sentence.
Like they said, you proven.
You're innocent until proven guilty. But if he's paying the money, then he's saying that he's guilty. You don't think if somebody's giving up the money that's like showing that they're guilty?
You see, a lot of people settle. A lot of people settle so they can get rid of it and move on with their life.
That means that they have no faith in their truth.
Well, some people are here to take the money and say thank you. And they are going to marry life. And this is perfect for the lawyer and the person that they're serving.
Yeah.
It's a business.
I hear you.
Which is sad, but this is what it is. You can settle. Here you go, lawyer. Thank you. And thank you. And we can move on.
I would have been too tight, though, if I was somebody's chef and they was up in there whooping on me. And they had a woman. I would have had to whoop on their woman. As soon as he would have hit me, Cardi B would have got her behind whooped.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, he would have had to get her behind whooped. Ain't no way your man to sit here putting hands on me.
She's getting volatile.
Yeah, and a happy belated birthday to Arsenio Hall.
I don't know who that is.
Seriously?
I know who that is.
Don't play like that. You know Arsenio Hall. We grew up with him. You didn't watch the Arsenio Hall show?
I didn't know him. I grew up with him watching him on TV.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, of course.
Because you tried to make it sound like you ain't know him like that, but you know these sports stars. Arsenio Hall had one of the best shows when he was coming up.
Yes, you did. And you was a little baby.
I wasn't no baby, babe. I was big enough to watch his show.
Are you sure?
I used to watch the Arsenio Hall show.
You remember Jerry Springer?
Of course I remember Jerry Springer.
How old you had to be?
When was the Arsenio Hall show out?
You had to be like no more than 13.
Nah, I was younger than that when Arsenio was
out. Then.
Jerry Springer, everybody put up their shirt, show their titties. 9. Yes, I was young.
Wow. All right.
They like get their Jerry B's, put up their shirt. But I remember a time.
You had to be like 10.
Babe, you know how old I am? I used to watch Geraldo.
I know. Geraldo. Wow.
See, you don't know about no Geraldo.
Geraldo with the mustache.
Yes.
I used to be like 6 years old.
I used to watch.
How old was you? You're not giving up the people yet.
I don't remember. You gotta tell me the years.
Come on.
Give me the year and I'll tell you the age.
When Jerry Springer was coming out, I was about 19, 20.
Okay, what year was
18.
that? What year was that? 93?
93.
All right, 93, 94.
I still have VHS tapes.
I was about 9. I was about 9.
Right. You're showing your true age, your true colors.
Yeah, I was about 9.
Shouldn't be watching these things.
I was with my grandmother. Any kid that was sitting there with their grandmother watched All My Children, Arsenio Hall, Geraldo, Jenny Jones, Ricky Lake.
To be up at this time of night.
Yeah, I used to always I just dropped the nail. I used to always so late, stay on the couch and stuff, and then my uncle be like, "Bud, go get in the bed, you sleep," and I'd be like, "I'm not sleeping." Like I used to try to stay awake and stuff.
You see?
He's like, "Bud, go on to bed, bud." I was like, "I don't want to go to bed."
I ain't gonna say a lie. I watched it too, so I was one of those guys. I would sit up late and watch.
But you a late nighter though. I probably was sitting up there sleeping. Mm-hmm. But I used to run home from school to watch Ricky Lake though.
Mm-hmm. Ricky Lake was real good. If she was about 3:30, you would watch Ricky Lake. And shout out to my favorite show too, Video Music Box.
Yeah.
She don't know about that.
No, I definitely heard of that. That was going out as I was coming in. Because I was
classic videos. If you want the essence, oh my God, you had to see.
You went to the Essence Fest before?
No, you had to believe it to see it. Just to see Video Music Box and hot tracks.
Oh, you're talking about the essence of the time.
Essence of the time, and
you know what the essence was of the time for me? 106 in Park. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do know.
I'm talking about with AJ and Free. You don't know nothing about no AJ and Free?
I have met Free before. I met AJ before.
Yeah, AJ and Free, 106 and Park. And then you remember Seat the Baby? I used to love Seat the Baby. That little computerized girl.
I remember.
That's bringing it back, y'all.
It's around the era with MTV.
You know, I had took Lynette to 106 in Park before, and I had met Busta Rhymes, and he shook my hand and almost squeezed my damn ring off my finger.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, his grip was heavy and
he's
hard.
He's a good guy, and I met him a few times. He's good.
Yeah, his grip is hard. I was like, Jesus Christ. Break my daggone hand.
Yeah, you doing?
But yeah, I had took my sister to 106 in Park back in the day when they still had it out here in the city.
What street that was on, actually?
It was all I remember the city. Don't even get me to lying.
Oh, just give a good random guess.
I don't remember, babe. I'm not from out here. Lower Manhattan.
All right, that sounds good.
Yeah, but I thought you was looking for like the street address. I don't remember the street address. I remember us.
Murray. People knew that street when Murray was produced.
Maury Povich.
Ricky Lake was in Manhattan.
I didn't know. I wasn't living out here in those days. In those days, I was living in Schenectady.
She's an upstate girl, guys.
Yeah, I'm from Schenectady.
I hope you're listening.
I'm not ashamed to be from Schenectady.
I know. I try to shout out all the time. People are like, what is that? I'm like, it's upstate state.
If they don't know Schenectady, then they don't know their state of New York. Because that's the capital district. So if you don't know Schenectady, you just don't know where.
Well, some people are not born here in New York. So.
I'm talking about when you tell New Yorkers. When everyday New Yorkers don't know where Schenectady is, then that just lets me know how uneducated they are.
Yeah, that's true.
So guys, don't forget we're gonna be giving a review today of the pink pear. My nails look cute. I usually be having long nails, so I think I'm the issue right now. My nails are long, right?
They look good on you.
I hope my hair looks good.
SWV here.
Yeah, I definitely got some SWV nails going on.
My wife a nice set of chocolates.
Baby, you can open up one of my chocolates because my nails are just.
They're
my nails are giving. I'll take that one. He got me 2 boxes of chocolates, you guys. I feel like I gotta go get him some chocolates.
It's okay. Let's open this up.
Do you guys get your men's stuff for Valentine's Day? You know, I am the girl who gets my men's stuff for Valentine's Day, but now I have a man that has a birthday right 2 days later, and that's all I've been thinking about is like, you know, how I'm gonna give it up for his birthday. But now I feel like I feel like I neglected your Valentine. Go ahead, open it up a little more.
Yeah, with the nails situation, guys.
So what's good with you guys? What you guys got planned today? I see a lot of jokes online talking about all the Alfredo sauce is off. Like all girls know how to do is cook they man Alfredo. Listen, if that's all I knew how to cook, I wouldn't win because my husband don't even eat Alfredo. He does not even eat Alfredo, so that would just be terrible for me. But what you guys got planned? What kind of lingerie you got? I had picked out lingerie. I thought I was doing something.
Guys, you know what we want. A lot of kisses, and you know what?
The guys said they tired of that. They
Straight
get that. They said they get that for free.
Straight for dessert. Some guys are having a hard time this Valentine's Day, so don't think it's all good, guys. I know there's some guy out there hurting right now.
The guys are like they're tired of their women giving them lovins on Valentine's Day because they're like that's an everyday thing. Like
a little lingerie in the mix, and
they want gifts.
What? 2 girls?
No, they want gifts. They want hearts, chocolates, roses, sneakers, outfits.
See, like me, I'm just regular.
He don't like that.
Hey.
Ain't nobody told you different my candy. No how. Just grown folk candy.
Basically, as long as you give me some Haagen-Dazs, nice Lloyd's carrot cake, vanilla Swiss almond.
I'm gonna allow you to have some Haagen-Dazs this weekend. Only because this is your birthday weekend.
Not overpriced either, because you go to some stores, you're like, my God, why I'm paying $8-10 for a Haagen-Dazs pint? That's shrunk.
So when it comes to like your Lloyd's cake, that means I gotta go to Harlem.
No, yeah, but that's not a dying need. You know, it's not a dire need. You know?
So you'll take carrot cake from Junior's?
No, it's not. It's not the same, guys. It's not the same. It's eatable. It don't give you the same thrill. And I'm a foodie. She drinks, you know, wine and champagne and stuff and margarita. I'm the foodie dessert guy. You gotta come correct with
What
that.
kind of drink you think they're gonna give us at the Pink Bear?
I don't even know. I don't even care. If I can get a glass of water.
You're getting a mocktail, but I'm talking about for me. Like, I wonder what they're giving me. They talking about we're gonna be. They're talking about they're gonna be giving me some bubbly. It's not. Yeah, that's my car. They would have given you some bubbly, but you said you want a mocktail.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm not gonna get drunk before I go to work now and be all.
That's true. Alex got to work tonight, you guys.
Big day. I got a lot of people with. I'm gonna specify where I'm working at, but 200 and something guests, so I'm gonna be busy today. So I don't need to be bubbly and looking vibing like a.
You wouldn't have been bubbly though. How would you don't drink?
I get drunk off a Heineken bottle, guys.
When have you drunk Heineken? Not in my time frame of being with you.
No,
when you were trying to be cute. Oh, you was in DR trying to fit in.
Not at all.
Because Heineken, they drink a lot of beer out there, but they just drink Corona.
Correct you.
Latinos do drink Corona.
Their favorite drink is, and I'm gonna tell you
Go
right
ahead.
now, it's called Presidente.
Okay.
They Heineken out there that they like. Everybody in every country has their own beer, just like Stripe from Jamaica.
Okay.
German beer used to be Heineken. Everybody got their beer that they have for their home.
But the Latinos in the Bronx.
They like Coronas.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about
Everybody
United
like
States of America.
Don Julio. That's what's in right now.
And what do the black folks like as drink?
Hennessy.
And what kind of beer?
Which would be what, Colt 45?
No, Heineken, what you just said.
Heineken?
Yeah.
It's not a Colt 45?
Colt 45 not even a thing no more. We talking about back in the 90s.
Miller beer? No.
Ain't nobody drinking no Colt
No
45. St. Ives used to be the thing when I was growing up.
So I'm trying to figure out, you know I'm not a drinker, right?
Heineken is right now.
Heineken, yeah, people drink that, but it's Corona, and there's another one where right now everybody's drinking. Not no more Corona. God, I'm forgetting today when to drink. Oh my God. It's so popular.
Mad Dog. It's like I'm being stupid. You remember Mad Dog?
Yeah. She's want liquid crack now.
Well, how you know? I don't want any of it. I don't drink beer.
It's a beer that's out here.
Try to keep my little belly flat.
Once I get the name, guys, it's very popular. I should know while working in the industry. It's very popular beer. Everybody buys it. And then Corona, because Corona right now is second distance. I get that name out. Once I do, you would know it as soon as I tell you about it. But other than that, everybody drink wisely and don't drive drunk tonight.
What's your favorite meal? Like when we go to STK, what's gonna be like your favorite meal?
My favorite meal, anything which is a nice steak, potato, or fries, a little veggie on the side. Simple, you know.
Are you gonna eat the veggie?
I eat the veggie.
Or you just have it for decoration?
I have it. It's good. You know, dessert. You know, it's simple. I'm not the same big eater that I was. I eat, but I know when to stop. You know, because at the end of the day, I don't want to be too full. I used to, man, when I was a kid, I was like, eat up, because you never know when you get a big meal like that, and I'm feeling, I used to do that to myself all the time.
We all did, me
kid.
too.
I'm like, oh, my stomach. I can't move. I don't know
Overeating. Oh, God.
To make sure, you feel that void.
I wasn't even feeling the void. I was just doing it because I thought that was how you're supposed to eat.
Yeah, and that's a misconception.
You know, when you don't know, like, you feel like that's full when your belly starts to hurt.
And the kids don't do that today.
Yeah, they don't.
And you're like, you just eat to be full enough, not over.
They eat and then they running.
We was full.
We used to eat and have to unbutton our pants and stuff.
You remember that? And
I do remember.
I was like, I'm about to die because I ate food.
And God forbid go to a buffet, because that was the thing for when you're from upstate. You constantly go on buffet and you just eat and eat and eat.
As a horse then.
I was big as a horse. You remember before I got my Wegovy?
Oh, yeah. She let all the secrets out the bag, guys.
I don't have any secrets, you guys. I'm an open book. For those who read my books know that I don't have secrets. I'm an open book. I don't have secrets. I don't like to live in secrecy.
All right, there's nothing wrong with that. That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, I don't like to live in secrecy because then you always got to wonder about
So you told me everything I need to know about you.
Yeah. And if you don't know, read my books. Everything you need to know about me are in my books.
You said everything in the book because she opened her mouth to tell me everything. So
I do, but he won't read. I remember when I first got with Alex. No, listen, babe, seriously. When I first got
I
with
told her I would not read her books unless it's a top seller.
and when I first got with Alex, the first thing I did is give him Born Again. Born Again would have broke down 30 years of my life, who I
was
am,
scared,
what I
guys.
am,
I was like,
and why I am.
I might read something. I might say change my mind on her.
Not only that, what was the first book that I got you when we started dating?
How to treat a black woman.
How to treat? No, they ain't know how to treat a black woman. See what I mean? You guys don't read. He does not read.
What book is that? The yellow book?
It was what's her name? Ahada
Shahada
Shali.
Ali.
Yes, Shahada Ali.
Shout out to her. She's still alive.
Yes, I got him that book. A Man's Guide to a Black Woman.
Close enough.
You know why I got him that book?
Close
Because
enough.
when I met Alex, he
Oh
was.
no!
Don't say it.
Why would
It's
you
no
shout me
secret.
out?
No,
Why would you
he.
shout
All right,
me
let's
out
put it
like
like
that?
this. He was having a problem with our race.
Oh,
He was
gosh. She gonna
feeling-
make us lose views.
It doesn't matter. Those who can relate will listen. He was having a problem with our race.
Let me get a drink.
He was he was feeling like he couldn't be compatible with an American. When I say, I'm not just talking any black
call me
woman.
passport
I'm
woman.
talking about a foundational.
Don't call me a passport.
I'm talking about foundational women. He was having a problem with us. So, you know, me and him met at work. So when I got with him, everybody's like, "Oh, be careful, be careful. He don't like the blacks. He don't like the black." I said, "He gonna like this." I'm so confident. I said, "He's gonna like this," because I knew that
You wanted to steal me from somebody.
I didn't want to steal you from anybody. What I wanted you to understand was that all black women weren't the same. And I knew that I was a different quality black woman because I was from Schenectady, New York. So
Yeah,
you couldn't compare me to no Bronx native.
Yeah, she was just, an airhead. So I went with it, She was smart in the long run. She was
Smart and airhead don't go
good.
together. Either you an
She's
idiot or
She's
you have
good.
knowledge.
Try to put some game on.
Airhead means idiot. So you thought that I was
know
an
you're not
idiot?
airhead. No, you're not. I'm just joking with you. She was a smart lady, very intelligent in the beginning. And I started it, how we started, together. We know each other as co-workers. And then the next thing you know, I felt something at the time clock as we was punching out. I always used to say hello to give you a shout out to everybody that I was respectable. And I made sure that, always say hi, how you doing in passing. Or just one night, we say one evening actually at the time clock. It was around 3 o'clock when we leave. And I'm putting a visual in my head. And my energy came towards her and said, hey, I grabbed her. Co-workers was there. Should have been fired, but I wasn't. But I saw her and I grabbed her, and the next thing you know, I said, I need you.
He said it was like a magnetic.
There was an energy in the aura that said I could trust this lady, and I needed her at this time. I don't know what it was. That's God's work of season, if you believe in that. And I grabbed her, I need you. And he was like, okay. I was like, you're the only one I could trust here in this department. And one day we just started to talk every day. I guess it was every day. I guess so.
Probably in the beginning, it probably moved slowly.
Slowly, it had to because we was co-workers, and it was like, all right, I like this girl, but I had to still fill it out because I still was in between another relationship, and if I could do it again. I would have been picked this lady a long time ago. But
Well, it wasn't just you that was, in limbo and in confusion, because I also was, breaking up with my ex-husband and trying to figure out like what we were going to do.
Yes.
I was trying to figure out what we were going to do, if we were going to like reconnect, and be together, because everybody wants to, make their family work. So So it was that, like, if we're going to try to make this family work or not. And then when I realized that it was set in stone that, like, my husband was dead serious, like, he didn't want to be married anymore, I said, all right, well, June, you're going to have to move on with your life. And sometimes, just to throw this out there, sometimes us as Christians, like, it's hard to even fathom divorce because we don't really believe in divorce. So when you got somebody else presenting you with that, and you don't have a choice but to kind of like go with it, it could be very hard to accept. It could be very hard to accept because in your head, you're like, we got to be together. We're married. We made this vow before God. So we can't divorce. And sometimes you're just basically left with no choice, Either you're going to divorce or you're going to stay married and just be by yourself. Because a lot of women choose that too, to stay married and then be by themselves. And then that man that you waiting on, he going to go ahead and do what he want to do anyway. And then you just be waiting in limbo. I guess that's honorable. That's definitely honorable by God, because then, you're able to have self-control over your body and your mind and your thoughts, and, you're not just out there giving it up and, committing adultery and committing sin. Because I definitely, when I got with Alex, we were definitely committing adultery and sin and fornication and just living wild. So I don't think that that's really the way to go at all. I wouldn't tell anybody, because it makes things longer and harder, and you got to go through more hurdles and just a lot more stress, because you're not doing it God's way. So once you're not doing it God's way, it's not going to work in your favor. Like, everything is going to be coming at you in the wrong way. Like, it's very, very hard. But I thank God we worked through that sin. We got delivered. Alex got baptized. I was already baptized, but definitely, redirected my life, became holy within the marriage, got married instead of committing fornication and adultery, cut off those marital ties with my ex, and just, we got counseling. I don't know, I think we did mention it in our prior. We got counseling for a couple of years. We started going to a church together called City Light Church in Queens, New York. And, just really trying to live decently and follow God's order for marriage and for life. And it hasn't been, easy. It hasn't been, smiles and rainbows all the time. Sometimes we really have, a lot of hurdles to overcome, a lot of obstacles, a lot of prayer and fasting, a lot of tears sometimes. But we thank God that, He gets us through, and He's the head of our life. And I feel like we're blessed because we put God first. Ultimately,
you're absolutely right, guys. Because at the end of the day, that's what was in our relationship. We had a lot of bumps and bruises in our relationship, and we both was doing wrong. So we did the right thing, guys. And this is what the Silence Friend is about. We did everything through thick and thin. It was times we had good times going out on dates, and it was bumps in the road, with a blended family. And it was a lot of times that, where I went out of hand too, where I felt like, I didn't want this to go further. I would have messed up, and I would have been best for the next guy, You like, hey, whoever messed up, I had a good one. And I'm seeing that's what's happening now today, guys. Men and women. If you mess up somebody else's dream, the next man or woman's treasure. And sometimes you got to hold on tight, because you never know when you get it. This woman literally spoiled me, taking me on trips to Vegas and Mexico. I never had that done. And not just it's about money or nothing, but just the spoiledness, I've been spoiled before, but on a high scale. This girl used to buy me breakfast every day. My God. And I was just grateful for the little things. I was like, this is different. Got me a shirt and a watch later. This is different. But like I said, it wasn't about the material things. It was about the thought that counts. And I'm like, wow, this is magnificent. I'm like, I think this is where I need to be.
What I think is really dope about us is because we're really thoughtful people. We're really thoughtful people. And I think that that's something that, a lot of people don't get to get. Me as a woman, I'm a giver. I've always been a giving person, but I haven't always been in a relationship with giving people. So I feel like when you get to link up with somebody that's like you, that's giving, and that also shares the same values as you, that's what makes it fun. It makes it easy. Because if he's thinking oh, you took me on a trip. Yeah, because to me, I know that it's nothing. We can go out together. We can enjoy each other together. It's not going to be a using situation oh, I'm doing everything. I remember I had this guy. Yeah, I'm about to leave. I had this guy that I had dated where it's he never had nothing. He never came through. Everything. That was, I can't say name, but you heard of him before. He's in this city. Yeah. Yeah, and it's he never had nothing. It was kind of
one side.
What we eating is based off of what you got. Where we going based off of where you going. What we doing based off what you doing. And it's I liked it because you had your own thing going. You already had a passport. You were already traveling. You were already, eating at, nice restaurants. You was already. So it's I knew that if I could put my resources with this guy, we could have so much more. We could do so much more.
So what was the problem?
Instead of only me having resources. No, I'm saying that's what was good about us.
Oh, all right.
That's what the point of this is.
But the other person was...
Well, another person is and not just him, a lot of people, is you can't get nowhere because they don't got nothing. They don't got no resources. They don't got nothing to offer. And so I think that that's very hard. And some guys, not too many women go through that because women ain't usually allowing themselves to be used. But a lot of men go through that with getting with women with no resources. And then she's saying that she want everything. You know, because a woman is thinking that she don't need to provide nothing. But
at least the basics of dinner tonight, or, you know.
I was talking to a woman yesterday, right? I'm going to tell you guys, I was talking to a woman yesterday. And I came in the job with bags, and she says, oh, did you check out that new grocery store? Because they got a new grocery store on Fulton. And I said, no, I don't go grocery shopping. And she said, looked at me like I was crazy. I said, my husband does the grocery shopping. And then she rolled her eyes like, oh, yeah, your husband does the grocery shopping. I was like, I know that sounds like role reversal or whatever.
She didn't like it, or was it a bad thing? Or?
No, her life is different.
No, I'm just saying, she's surprised about that answer?
Yes, because they don't think that men shop. They feel like that's a woman's thing.
Yeah.
And I said, no, the roles are reversed. She said, yeah, the roles are reversed. And then I came to tell her more. Because in her situation, the way that their relationship thing is that she got to do all the shopping. She got to pay all the bills. With his money, though. She got to do everything. She got to do all the cooking, all the cleaning, all the everything. But he provides everything.
I understand how that works.
You get what I'm saying? He pays all the rent 100%, all the bills 100%. Her check is just for her to go and get her nails and makeup done.
Okay.
Right? So I said, for you, you got to do all of that because your husband is providing everything. I said, me and my husband split the roles. And then she was talking about American men and how American men want to go 50-50 and, you know, it wasn't like that. Listen.
Let's do what we can.
Yeah, she said it wasn't like that. You know.
People got to understand, and not to cut her off, it's not, I don't think 50-50, whoever can do it and whoever have the obligation to take care of whatever right then and then and the task of whatever.
She's talking about a time frame where the man took care of everything.
Yeah, but
when the household...
Era. It's a different era, and economics is different for every community.
Every household is different because we
can't compare. You can't compare, guys.
Every household is different. And I told her, I'm gonna tell you guys, I told her, like, I'm gonna make up her name. Let's say her name is Molly. I said, Molly, I said, you're 20-something years old or you're 30-something years old. You don't have any children. I was like, so you came into this relationship and he's able to provide those things for you. That's great. I said, I come into this relationship. I'm in my 40s. I came in a relationship with 3 children. I said, and he came into the relationship with 4 children and he's in his 50s. I said, so when we came together, before we got together, I was already doing everything on my own. I was already a single mom, doing things on my own for my children the best way that I can with the help of my family. I said, then when this guy came in and was like, I'm going to make your life easier, I'm going to make your load easier, it was a blessing to me. I didn't dare fix my face to be like, you're going to take off everything. I'm not going to pay another bill. I'm not going to make another dollar, because I was grateful that he came and was making my life easier for where I was. So I don't compete or compare with her life because we not in the same playing field. I say all of that because of what you said about the relationship when you was like, you know, if something were to happen to us, it would be another man's treasure. But the facts and the reality of the matter is that people got to know where they stand. When I came to you with 3 kids.
Yeah, that was a lot, guys.
You came to me with 4 kids. Don't be talking about that was a lot. That was a lot for me too.
God.
Because I was getting with a man.
A little older.
Your money was leaving, babe.
That's all she cares about.
Yeah, that's what he don't understand.
That's all he care about.
He thinking because the 4 kids that live with him that it didn't bother me.
You heard it here first, guys. You heard it here first, guys. You leaving with the money. You hear this first from my wife. She's leaving with the money. What the hell?
You're not even understanding what I'm saying.
I do understand where you're coming from.
I got to get ready to go, but what I was saying is that
on a good note,
what I was telling Molly is that when I came into the relationship with 3 kids and I was a single mother doing it alone, and you came in a relationship with 4 kids, that you coming in making my life easier was a blessing. So I didn't worry about the fact that I still had to go to work. I didn't worry about the fact that I still had to bring money to the table because I was happy that you were making my life easier. I'm telling her our value system, or even our, what is that called? Like, my market is smaller. That's something that a lot of women don't want to admit, that I'm a woman in my 40s with 3 kids. I said, Molly, when I pull up my shirt, you gonna see stretch marks and a C-section mark. When you pull up your shirt, you never had no children. Our value market is different.
I understand clearly.
So you could still, I'm not saying that a woman of my stature can't get no man like that, but I'm just saying, I'm just telling her that for her to have a standard that you're gonna pay all my bills is not too wrong for her to ask, because she's coming fresh slate. Mm-hmm. But for me to ask you to take care of 7 children before we had our last. For me to tell you take care of 7 children and me, and plus the other 2 wives prior to me. Imagine that.
Well, you can't count the first wife. You know.
I'm talking about the 2 mothers, not.
Oh, all right.
I'm talking about the 2 mothers. I'm calling M a wife. So just imagine me being like, "All right, you gotta take care of all of this."
I was doing that.
No, because I had a job, M had a job, S had a job. All of us women had a job, so you can't say you was doing all of that.
I didn't say I did everything.
You just say you was doing all of that, brother.
I did the best I can. You know, she's trying to do therapy on 101 and class.
Baby, I'm not. You're not listening to the point. I gave you.
I'm here looking at you.
Yeah, I gave you kudos because she is saying she could never date a man who make her pay the bills. I'm telling her, lady, I came in with kids all.
What's this lady's name?
M. I'm calling her M for the show. So I'm like, daughter, I came in there carrying a 1-year-old on my hip. I didn't have the audacity to be like, brother, you're going to have to take care of all this. Because what you came in with had blessed me. So I say all of this, ladies, to say, I'm not telling nobody to settle. If it ain't for you, it ain't for you. But I'm just telling you to not compare other people's situation to yours, because what's a blessing to you might not be a blessing to somebody else.
And that's definitely the case. And we're going to finish this topic, because at the end of the day, you know, there's more 2 sides of the story. But I agree. You know, I disagree at first, and I agree. Because at the end of the day, everybody's situation is totally different of their love life and relationships and communication too, and what they have in store for you and what they feel in the relationship. That's their standards. But we definitely gonna be here again to connect with you guys, and it was our morning coffee talk on Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day, you guys. Thank you for listening. Make sure that you subscribe, share, and comment. And we'll talk to you later. I'm about to go run out to this hair appointment.
Don't forget my Haagen-Dazs if anybody.
Alex wants you guys to donate Haagen-Dazs.
Haagen-Dazs or Happy
Valentine's Day.
My birthday's coming up, guys. I know we don't know each other that long. Yeah, that's our daughter. But she gave a little shout out. And happy Valentine's Day and Saturday, guys.
All right, have a blessed
Like
day.
and subscribe.